Capricorn, welcome to your May 2019 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. Well, you know, Capricorn, as the month begins, we do have the Sun in an Earth sign, and that for you is a very friendly trine angle, and the new moon on the 4th of May, also in Taurus, so that may feel like really good for you. And this is your 5th house of love and creativity, the business that you own. So we'll see if the cards reflect that. Well, actually, that's a card of a new job, maybe. Alrighty then, let's see what we got here. Okay, so the heart of the matter is the Ace of Pentacles. This can be a new beginning with Earth energy. Of course, I just mentioned that new moon on the 4th, and so maybe you are starting your own business. This could be a job offer, or just starting a new job. This can also be receiving money, maybe like a windfall from, you know, the clouds, the universe, the portal those bushes represent, like a new path to your life, maybe a new relationship with an earth sign. So the earth signs besides you are Taurus and Virgo. And this is the kind of relationship that would have lots of potential because it's very solid and it's not just an affair like the Ace of Wands could be. In the past position, we have the 3 of Swords. So this is that feeling of being passed over, rejected, and just, you know, feeling like you have this sense of rejection that may have a real reason behind it. Somebody may have broken up with you, but it looks like you have something new and solid to fall back on. And also, same with some kind of a job. Maybe you lost your job, you got laid off, and right away, or I don't know how long ago the 3 of Swords represents for you, but at some point now, you're going forward and in a good way, in a solid way. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the Ace of Pentacles could be like a business loan. So that would be nice if you are trying to do something like that. The higher message is the King of Swords. Now, this is a card that's associated with a judge, so maybe like a decision. But as a higher message, as a spiritual message, this to me represents something within you, Capricorn. So maybe it's like telling you that you have to be strong emotionally, which means in this case not to let your emotions run away with you. That, you know, the King of Swords, this is why it does connect with like a judge, because a judge cannot be swayed by what they hear, because they hear a lot of tragedy, and they have to make decisions based on the facts at hand. And sometimes in life, we feel like we're kind of being manipulated, or just like, yeah, the heartstrings are getting tugged, and maybe they're legitimately getting tugged. It's not like somebody is trying to manipulate us, but it's happening regardless. And the problem is that in some cases, yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be that you're being manipulated, but just in any case, for instance, if you get laid off, you know, it's normal and natural, and I would say healthy, to feel upset. Not to deny that you're upset about it, but the spiraling downward is what we're talking about. And that's where the King of Swords comes in, where you can you can view a situation as something that is very unfortunate for you, and then still be able to view it in a productive way, to kind of flip the script and see it in a good way, and see like kind of the silver lining, see how perhaps you're going to actually thrive as a result of this, and not just start to allow negative emotions to kind of pile on top of each other. That's what I'm kind of getting at. And same thing with a personal relationship too. What crosses you is represented by the Page of Wands. Pages can oftentimes be messages, and with Wands, in the upright position, it can be good news. So in the reversed position, you may be, I think it could even, I'll like talk about it in terms of communication, even though the Page of Swords might even be more along those lines. But still with the Page of Wands, I would ask you, Capricorn, about who you are surrounding yourself with and what they are telling you about your situation or about their situation. Because it's possible that you are getting input from people who are not so keen on having you like be the best version of yourself for whatever reason. Maybe they're stuck on their own problems. And so with other people, even if you have been dealing with kind of like negative circumstances, you have to be very careful about who you bare your soul to about that, because you may get people who really they're having trouble understanding themselves, and so they project their own negativity onto you in whatever way. So when I talk about bad news, I mean, it's not saying that this is going to happen in the future, but kind of extending that Three of Swords card, where you may feel like you can't stop thinking about something that somebody said to you, how they put it, like, for instance, getting let go and they tell you something very negative, which makes you question your self-worth. Say, relationships too. People will do this, and you may not understand that they're not really being honest. They're trying to blame you for the breakup, but really it's because something happened inside of them. Maybe they were envious of you and they couldn't take that you're more successful than they are, or that, you never know what's going on in somebody's head. They might have been having an affair and they can't handle that they feel guilty that they did something that was dishonorable because they didn't come to you and let you know. So they have to blame somebody else for even their bad behavior. So same thing with at work. They may use it as an excuse, and sometimes they're also doing so to cover themselves legally. So again, with the King of Swords, not taking things to heart. You don't know why somebody does what they do. It could also be that there is a temptation to, maybe you're having an affair with somebody and it's not going to go anywhere. The Ace of Pentacles is a new relationship with somebody that is going places, but you may still be dealing with somebody that you're just kind of having a physical relationship with, and it's kind of bogging you down, perhaps, because you may be like very physically attracted to this person, maybe a very exciting relationship, but it's not something that's stable. Advice is Seven of Wands. This is, stand your ground. Okay, standing your ground means that if you're somehow engaged with something from the past that's connected with that Three of Swords. So maybe your spouse is the one that broke your heart, and now you're in divorce court. Don't fold. Make sure that you defend yourself, that you honor yourself, and same thing with any relationship issues. If you're dealing with maybe you have a new job offer, but you still haven't left your old job, and they screwed you over. Don't if the the human resources person, when you're on the way out, tries to, they give exit interviews. Oh gosh, those are really interesting. Don't kind of minimize it because you're trying to be a brown noser and you're thinking like, I'm not going to burn any bridges. If you were the one that got canned, if you were the one that got passed over for the promotion, and you feel that there's an injustice, I think that you should say it. Although, obviously, each situation is unique to the individual. So there may be extenuating circumstances which would make that an utterly stupid idea to do. So I'm only speaking for those people where you really don't have anything to lose. It's not about being vindictive. It's about, saying that the workplace shouldn't be a place where people are treated differently because of, preferential treatment and things like that. The outcome is a very passive card, the High Priestess. And it may be that you have put things in motion, Capricorn, and now it's time to wait for them to come to fruition. And actually, speaking of things coming to fruition, in July, you are having a lunar eclipse in your sign. So, and even the solar eclipse in your opposite sign of Cancer could indicate situations of a legal nature. I was going to say with litigation. So maybe that's going to be the time when everything kind of gets sorted out. And in the meantime, you might say to yourself, okay, I've laid the groundwork, I've done what I can do, and now I'm just going to meditate, keep calm and meditate. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.